Hello, this is Kevin Lowry again with electricalfusion.com, and during this video we'll be going over how to set up your wireless access point. So in this instance we're going to be using a Linksys wireless access point that's also a router. And in order to connect to it, we want to open up an internet browser. And then up here in the address bar, we're going to put in the IP address of the router. Typically, the default setting is 192.168.1.1. But in this case, I have changed the setting already, so it is .2.1. Go ahead and hit enter. And then you'll want to put in your username and password. The default username and password for most Linksys devices is admin with no password. I've already set up a password here, and you'll want to do so the same once you've logged in. And you can do that by going to the Administration tab and then put in your new password into the two blanks here and clicking Save Settings. So now let's go to our Wireless tab, and we see our wireless network mode. We want to change that to either G only, or if you have N capabilities on your wireless router, then I would suggest using N as it's the fastest. Then we can choose our SSID. This is basically the name of your wireless network, and it's used to differentiate you from the rest of the world's wireless networks, at least the ones in your area. And I would suggest putting in something that personalizes it to you so that you know what wireless network is yours. In this instance, I'm going to put Kev domain. And then we have our wireless channel. You really don't need to adjust these settings here unless there comes to be a problem in the future. So you can leave that the same. Then you have the option to broadcast your SSID. I'm going to leave that to enabled, but if you so desire, you can disable the broadcasting, and it is more secure to do that. That way nobody can see your SSID being broadcast. It'll still be usable. Other people, including yourself, just won't be able to see it. You'll have to manually enter it in order to connect to this wireless network. So I'm going to leave mine enabled. It's really not that big of a security risk. And then I'm going to click Save Setting. And we'll wait here for a second while the page refreshes. Here in just a second we're going to be going over the actual security settings, which is really the most important part of this setup, because so many people set up their wireless networks without actually securing them, and that's a very dangerous thing to do. So you want to go to the Wireless Security tab here, and our security mode by default is set to disable. We're going to change it to WEP. If you so desire, you can choose another encryption type, but in this tutorial we're going to be going over WEP. If you choose 128-bit encryption, that's going to be your most secure encryption. And then you'll have a WEP key that you'll want to put in. You can either input all of this yourself, which is 26 hexadecimal digits, hexadecimal being numbers 0 through 9 and letters A through F, as you see here. And but you can also, many devices nowadays have this passphrase that you can put in, and then you can allow it to generate one. So for instance, if I wanted to generate one off of my name Kevin, which I wouldn't suggest generating a key off of such a obvious name like that, but in this case we're going to do it just for testing. As you see, it automatically filled in the 26 digits for me. But either way is fine if you want to use a passphrase or WEP key. So we'll go ahead and click Save Settings here, and we'll wait for that to refresh. And after that is done, you'll be finished in configuring both your wireless access settings as well as your wireless security, and you'll be able to connect to this in a secure way to where other people in the neighborhood will not be able to connect into your wireless network and access files off of your computer. Well, that will be the end of this video for today. Thank you for listening to this video on electricalfusion.com. Please feel free to contact me, the author, on the website underneath the left-hand pan where it says contact the author. If you click there, you'll be able to send any questions or information that you need to send. Thank you very much.